Good morning, yogis. This is Baba. I'm Sunflower. He's going to start us off today. We're going to come down into a hero's pose on our mats, getting comfortable with our breath, setting a positive intention for our flow today. And Baba is going to lead us in some breath work today to get us ready. Breath of fire.
Okay, hi, I'm Baba, and we'll begin today with some breath of fire, skull shining breath. And we'll begin by taking your right hand and placing it on your stomach, and taking your left hand and placing it on your heart. And we'll first begin with a deep breath in to the belly, and then out through the nose, push the belly back. Another breath in through the belly, then out through the nose, push the belly back. And another nice deep breath in, and then out through the mouth. And a nice breath in, and we're going to fire rapid, push out through the belly, 20 rounds of breath of fire through the nose, and begin now. Big breath in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. Nice gentle breath in through the nose. Begin the round of 30. Big breath in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose. Relax it out the nose. Now one gentle breath in for a round of 40. Begin. Big breath in through the nose. Side out the mouth, lion's breath. One more in through the nose. Relax it out the mouth. Bring your hands to namaste, to prayer. And then Sunflower will begin the yoga flow.
Come into a tabletop. Just find your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Let's flex, do a few cat cows. Notice how you waking up that back. Round down, flex out. Make sure and embolster this with your breath. Being mindful. Two more. Now we're going to extend our right leg out. Our toes will point down towards our mat. Extend our left arm out, balancing sunbird. Breathing here, and we're going to crunch to the power of 3 with our breath, bringing it in. 1, extending it out. 2, one more, you got this. 3, extend it out, take up space, and reset. Now extend your left leg out, pointing your toes down to make sure you have proper hip alignment. Extend your right arm out. Breathe. Now crunch. 1, 2, and 3. Good job. Reset. Now I want you to extend your right leg back out. Take your left arm back around. Grab what you can. And then just kind of keep pulling backwards, breathing in, expressing, and opening your left chest up towards the sky. Breathing. One more breath. Half bow. And now release. Reset. Good job. We'll do that on the other side. Extending your left leg back, pulling it in towards your body, taking your right arm back, grabbing what you can, and then breathing into this and allowing your breath to grow this. Be where you are, don't collapse. One more breath. Release. Take up space. Reset. Good job. Now take your hands a little bit further than tabletop. Curl your toes under. Meet me in your first downward dog. Pedaling it out. Breathing. Nothing fancy here. Now take some stillness here. Take your feet and just take them over to the right. Take your heels over to the right, taking a small stretch right there. Come back up to your center. Now taking it over to your left. Breathing. Come back up. Center. Now take baby steps all the way up towards your hands. Your feet will be hip width apart. You're in forward fold. Take your arms. You can interlace them right here. Go from shoulder to shoulder. Just breathing, bending one knee at a time. Come up halfway. Dropping it back down. Now we're going to bend our knees and come up all the way up. Our hands above our sky. Interlace your fingers. Reverse your hands. Take an in breath and then stretching it all the way over to the right. Breathing. Come back up to that center. Taking it to the left. Come back up to the center. Take your hands out to a T to the right. Coming back up to the center. And T to the left. Just waking it up. Finding some breath. Finding that Ujjayi breath. Feels like an ocean coming across the back of your mouth. Come back up to your front, that center line. And like a waterfall, taking it down, forward fold. Come back up halfway. Take your hands to the mat. Come back to your first plank. We'll chaturanga here. Coming in all the way down to the mat as low as you can, as slow as you can. Come up, baby cobra. Breathing. Come back down. Curl your toes under. Meet me in a downward dog. Pedaling it out. Breathing. Now take your left foot, sinking it down to the mat firmly. Take your right foot to the sky. Embracing a three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hovering plank. Taking it back. Taking up space. Now bringing it down the center line. Hovering. Take it back. Now bringing it all the way to the front and landing it. You're going to feel like you're in a runner's lunge here. Your hands can be back on both sides of your leg here, like you're in a sprint. Now once you found your balance here, two open spaces here. If you feel like you're wobbling, heel toe that right foot out a little bit and take up space. Now bringing it upward to your crescent lunge. Focusing on your breath, breathing. Now, open it up to the right here. Engage your core. Focusing on something out to your side, breathing. You got this. Bring your gaze back forward, your hands up, crescent. Now take your right hand down to the mat and take your left hand to the sky. Side angle twist. Detoxing, breathing. Take your left hand to the mat. Now take your right hand to the sky. Feel that. Drenching it out on the inside. Breathing. Bring your right hand to frame your left. Take your right foot back. You're in plank chaturanga, bringing it all the way down. Baby cobra. Now meet me in downward dog. You got this. Focusing on your breath. Pedaling it out right here. One more in breath. Take that left foot all the way to the sky. Now bring that left knee into your left elbow, hovering plank, breathing, focusing. Extend it back. Now we're going to bring it right down the middle, hovering plank again, focusing. Now extend it back. This time we're going to come up and plant it and set up in runner's lunge. Getting ready for crescent, bringing it on up. Focusing. Finding our chi today, our breath. Knowing that each time we go through something having a little angst in life, your breath is always there for you. Opening it up to the left. Finding that quality of breath throughout whatever you're going through in life, knowing that it's always there for you. Come back up to that front. Breathing. Now bring that left arm down first. Going into that awkward twist here. You can take your right foot parallel with the back of the mat and come up here. It's a detoxing twist here. Breathing, focusing. Bring that right hand down to the mat. Now take that left hand to the sky. You got this. Getting rid of what no longer serves us right here, right now. With this each in-breath, let it go. Bring your left hand down to frame your right. Kick your left foot back. Plank. Come on down to chaturanga. This time, come up to baby cobra. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Push back into balasana, child's pose. Breathing, focusing on your breath. Coming into stillness right here. Focusing on some clarity. Thinking about your intention you set for your yoga practice today. What that may be or look like for you. Is it to have more awareness and to stay present in the here and now? Because truly that's the most important thing you've ever done in your life, is what you're doing this very moment. Nothing else matters. So ask yourself as you go through your day, are you remaining present? Or are you letting your mind wander from the future or to the past? Come back up into a tabletop. Curl your toes under. Meet me in downward dog. Pedal it out. Breathing. Push your head down in between your arms. Feel that full downward dog expression. Surrender into it. Take your right foot all the way to the top. Three-legged dog. Now bringing it all the way forward. Plant it. Drop that left foot down. We're going to come into a warrior one. Breathing, focusing inward. Finding our warrior. Finding our center today. Now we're going to open it up into warrior two. Your drishti, your gaze, will be over that right middle finger. Your left foot will be parallel with the back of the mat. Focus, breathe. Make sure you got a bend in that right knee. Drop that left hand down, reverse your right hand up, and then take it back and reverse your warrior. Breathing. Bringing it back to warrior two. Now take your hands and gather them behind your back. Take your fingers, interlace them, stretching them down. Take your chest, express it towards the sky, and then we're going to come down into our humble warrior. Finding compassion. Finding compassion for ourselves, finding compassion for our life and others that we have in our lives is real. Breathing. Release your fingertips, come back up strong into that warrior two. One more time. Now cartwheel it all the way down and get out of dodge. Let's chaturanga. All the way to the mat. Breathing, focusing on us. And now we'll meet in downward dog. Take a few petals here. Drop that head down. Breathe into your downward dog. Notice that this is a resting space. Take that left foot all the way to the sky. Focusing on that stretch there, bringing it all the way up. Drop that right foot down, coming up into your warrior one right here. Finding your chi. Knowing your power is always with you, and it resides right here within you, right within your breath, right here. Finding your chi on and off the mat every day. Open it up to warrior two. Finding that drishti, that gaze over your left middle finger. Breathing. Reverse your left palm to the sky. Drop your right hand down, reverse it back. Come back into your warrior two. Now bring your hands, interlace them behind your back. Take your gaze, your chest to the sky. Finding compassion for you yourself and for your life. Taking it down into humble warrior. Breathing. Notice that when we have compassion for things in life and for other people, the wheel doesn't stop until we have compassion for ourselves and include us. That's when the full circle becomes complete. Release your fingers, bringing it back up. Warrior two, one more time. Now cartwheel your hands all the way down and get out of dodge. Let's chaturanga. Breathing. Baby cobra. Bringing it back down. Now come back up into your downward dog. Pedal it out. Now I want you to take baby steps or one big bunny hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway. Back down. Now this time, bend a bend in your knees and come up into chair pose, Utkatasana. Make sure your toes are off the ground, sink down into your heels. We'll do a round of breath of fire right here. Take a deep in breath, and then we'll do a count of 20. Release and stand up. Come into a mountain pose. Good job. Feel that energy. Come all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Breathe into this. Now take that stretch all the way over to your right. Breathe. Embracing all that energy. Come back up that center line. Now taking it over to your left. Come back up. Release your fingertips down to your side. Take a deep in breath. And let it go. Now we're going to come into a variation of tree pose. You'll sink down into your left foot. Put a micro bend in that left foot. I would say gaze at something out on the floor. Bring your right knee inward. Then you can take your right foot, put it on your ankle here or above your knee, never on your knee. Bring your hands to Namaste. up above your head, or you can be a weeping willow. Grow your tree. Be you, and know that yoga is for anyone and everyone. You modify everything for you. It's all about you. Breathing. One more breath right here. Full expression. Now give yourself a one big hug. Bring that knee in. Good job. Bringing it back down. Now we'll take it to the other side. Put a micro bend in that right knee. Bring that left knee in. And when you're comfortable, find some placement for it. Breathing, focusing on your breath. It's always about you, whatever you're going through in life. Take time for self and know that these few minutes you spend with yourself will be a reflection of your day and how it's it to become. Take one more deep in breath right here. Bring that left knee in. Give it a big kiss. Come back down. Now bring your hands up and waterfall it all the way down. Forward fold. Halfway up. Now let's taking it down to the mat. Last chaturanga. Push up baby cobra. Now I want you to push on up and bring your feet forward. We're going to come onto our sit bones. Taking our right foot, leaving it back by our sit bones. And we're going to take our left foot and take it gently over our right knee. Breathing. One breath right here. We're going to take our torso, lengthen it. We're going to turn to our left, towards the knee that's up. Grab it any way you can. And then take your gaze over that left shoulder. Allow your breath to grow this pose. Sit with this for 3 good breaths here. And breathe and relax. Allowing that Ujjayi breath to come back. Feeling that ocean breath coming across. Bring your gaze back forward. Unwind out of this. Now take it to the other side. Extend your torso up. Taking it over. Breathing. Focusing. Drenching out any toxins we don't need in our bodies right here, right now. Bring your gaze back forward. Unwind out of this. Now you can take your feet forward. We'll do a seated forward fold here. You can keep a micro bend in your knees. Find some comfort where you are. Lengthen that torso and then taking it on down. Grab your feet, and once you grab your feet, give it a yummy massage. Love yourself. You could never love yourself enough. The more you love yourself, the more you're able to love the world and all the people in it. Breathe. Come back up. Now we're going to come all the way down on our backs. Bringing our feet all the way up into our chest, and let's give ourselves a big hug right here. Now, if your body tells you to rock from side to side, you can. Find some comfort where you are. Take 3 breaths right here in this big bear hug. Take your arms out, stadium arm. Now drop your knees all the way over to the left. For a little extra comfort, you can take your left hand right above that right knee. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Breathing. Power of 3. Take your left hand underneath your knee. Lift it back up. Never jerking out of anything. Give yourself a big hug to reset. Take your arms out, stadium arm. Now taking it on down to the right. And your right hand will be above that left knee for a little extra twist. Breathing. Now let's bring it back up to the center. Give yourself a reset here. Now we're going to extend our left leg out long. We're going to take this right knee and take it over that left knee, and our gaze will be over that right shoulder. Feeling that little extra twist and feeling it in our body, in our side body. Now take that right leg out long, bringing your left knee in. Take that left knee across that right side body and take your gaze over your left shoulder. Now come back, take both legs out long. Bring your right foot, place it gently above your left knee. We're going to set up for thread the needle here. You can thread the needle by finding your hole here after you lift your left leg, pulling that left leg back to you. Or you can go into forklift here, which is a variation of thread the needle. It's just a little bit more intensifying. And Dennis is demonstrating that. You can let your left leg hover, bringing that right leg further in towards your torso, breathing. Never overextending anything. Listening to your body's edge. Now unravel out of this, setting up for the other side. Breathing. You can always give your lower spine a little massage right here. Finding some comfort with each transition. Bringing it in for forklift if that calls you. Finding your edge wherever that is. Yoga is for everybody. Yoga is the journey of the self, to the self, through the self. So find some time for you today. And if you'd like to take your significant other on a hot date, get them a yoga mat. Now extend your feet all the way out for the best pose of all of yoga, Shavasana. Oh, forgot the best part. Let's come back up into hero pose, and we're going to do a 4-count breath work before we end our day today.
Before Shavasana, we'll be closing down with some 4-part breath. And it like goes, just breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then breathe out for the count of 4, and then hold for 4. So put your hand on your belly. Try and do as much belly breathing as you can. So count of 4, breathe into the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Take a big breath in through the nose and side out the mouth, lion's breath. One more big breath in through the nose. Side out the mouth, lion's breath. It's all yours.
Now turn around, get comfortable on your mat. Take your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Bring your torso all the way down. Heart of soul of all of yoga right here, Shavasana. Take your hands and your palms to face the sky to receive all these many gifts for showing up for yourself today. Allow your body to relax down into your mat. You can feel like that boulder going to a bottom of a pond. Just sink down within. Allowing your breath to relax. Find some stillness in your feet and your legs. Feel your breath coming into your belly. Feel it slowly releasing and your belly gently rising and falling. Close down your eyes and release any tension in your forehead you may be holding on to. Release the tongue from the top of your mouth. Take your right arm out to the side. Bring your knees halfway into you and curl over to your right. Dropping your left hand down to your side. Now curl back up, coming into a seated position. Bring your hands to your center heart or to your third eye. My prayer for you today is thoughtfulness of clarity of thought and for thoughtfulness of speech and to lead with your heart. Namaste, yogis, and thank you for allowing me to lead you today.